Chapter 2. By the next morning, other stories claimed the front page. Pfefferkorn bypassed news of a celebrity divorce, an arrested athlete, and the discovery of a major gas field off the West Slavian coast, finding what he wanted on page 4. The memorial service for William de VallÃ, noted author of more than 30 internationally best-selling thrillers, would be held in Los Angeles, at a cemetery catering primarily to celebrities. It was to be a closed ceremony by invitation only. Pfefferkorn once again felt disgusted. It was typical of the press to feign respect for a person's privacy while simultaneously destroying it. He left the kitchen and went to dress for work. Pfefferkorn taught creative writing at a small college on the eastern seaboard. Years ago, he had published a single novel. Called Shade of the Colossus, it concerned a young man's bitter struggle to liberate himself from a domineering father who belittles his son's attempts to find meaning in art. Pfefferkorn had modeled the father after his own father, an uneducated vacuum salesman, now deceased. The book received mild acclaim, but sold poorly, and Pfefferkorn had published nothing since. Every so often, he would call up his agent to describe something new he had written. The agent would always say the same thing. "It sounds simply fascinating. Get it on over to me, would you?" Dutifully, Pfefferkorn would mail in the material and wait for a response. Eventually, he would tire of waiting and pick up the phone. "Well," the agent would say, "it is fascinating, I'll give you that. But to be perfectly honest, I don't think I can sell it. I'm willing to try, of course." "You know what?" Pfefferkorn would say. "Never mind." "It's not a good time for short stories." "I know." "How's that novel coming?" "Not bad." "Let me know when you've got something to show me, will you?" "I will." What Pfefferkorn did not tell his agent was that the very pages the agent deemed unsellable were not in fact short stories, but abortive attempts at a second novel. By his count, Pfefferkorn had started 77 different novels, abandoning each after hearing his first 5 pages dismissed. Recently, on a lark, he had placed all 77 5-page segments in a single stack and attempted to stitch them together into a coherent whole, an effort that cost him an entire summer, but that ultimately yielded nothing. Upon realizing his failure, he kicked out a window in his bedroom. The police were summoned, and Pfefferkorn led off with a warning.